our house. Out here in the front, we have the two retaining wall structures that Sue and I just built a couple months ago. We had enough stone extra to build the bird bath, so we actually built two. We didn't plan on that at first, but it worked out that way. We bought this home in January of 2005, and it is now September 18th, so we've had just over half a year. We moved in actually in April, and we've done quite a bit to the house already, but it needed quite a bit of work. As you can see, it's a heavily wooded lot. We have 9 oak trees. It is a Dutch colonial home. That is the style, architectural style. And some of the things you might be seeing are our new sidewalk. There was a sidewalk that went right along the trees, right along the bushes, pardon me, that we had removed so that we could bring this entryway in from the center, or somewhat of the center, of the driveway. We also have brand new windows in most of the house. And Sue has done a wonderful job repairing our garage doors, including new paint. That's worked out just great. The lawn was in really rough shape. We had, besides Sue here, at either end of the driveway, 2 great big rocky areas that had decorative rock that we have now taken all of that out, excavated all the rocks, planted sod on both sides, and the grass is doing great. I'm actually very surprised that the grass has come back to be such a wonderful lawn in just one short spring and summer. Looking down at our mailbox, there was a big outgrowth of weeds and everything by the mailbox, and we've had that taken out and cleaned up. So the front is actually looking much better than we ever expected at this time in living here.
Tell them about the portico we want to build.
We have plans to build a portico, which is a covering for our front step. One of the problems we had with the front step was it dropped down to the old sidewalk about 11.5 inches. This new entryway has been raised up, so it's about 8 inches, about a common 7.5, 8 inches. But the Dutch colonial style lets the water run right off the roof and onto the front porch step. And we're going to build a portico over it, basically, so that it will keep the rain out of the front area of the entrance to the house. And that should be done any week now. We're waiting for our contractor to come back and do that. So come on in. So now we're going to come on into the house. You might see a little bit more about the new entryway that we had built. Where Sue's standing, there was a great big basketball pole and net that we had removed. We're going to have this bush to Sue's right removed and landscape a little bit. But it's getting to be fall now. The leaves are going to start changing, so there's probably not a whole lot that we can do. Sue, why don't you pan over and show the beautiful garage doors that you painted. That's our mudroom entrance that she just passed. And then we're going to come in the front door. And we also had our shutters painted. This was a turquoise shutter house. It was the same. It was gray, but the accents were all turquoise. So we've kind of formalized it in black and gray and white. Here Sue is showing her bird bath and the other retaining wall oval that we built to the left. They turned out really well. Sue planted all these plants and they just grew like weeds. They just look wonderful. Our neighbors have been remarking about all the wonderful plants that we have. So it's worked out pretty well. We've been happy with the way things have grown. So now we're going to come in the front door. This is our foyer area. We've done quite a bit of work already in this area. We had kind of a popcorn ceiling effect, and we removed all that. These are the new light fixtures that Sue picked out. They just will go really well with everything. Into the living room, we have our new window treatments, our blinds that we installed. Again, new windows throughout most of the house. There's only a few windows yet that have not had the windows replaced.
And we put the trim on the windows too.
And the trim on the windows, yep. We're doing that woodwork ourselves. We still have quite a bit of work to do. As you might notice, the baseboards aren't in and a few other minor things, but we'll get to that. This room is probably the most finished of the main floor. The main floor has a living room, dining room, formal dining room, kitchen, dinette area, family room, and a mudroom. So that's all on the main floor. And there you see Buddy sitting in his favorite chair. So, and Sue did the sponge painting in here. It turned out really great. It's kind of a golden yellow type tone. So, and we can thank some of the furniture from Sue's relatives. Now into the kitchen. This is probably where we did the most work. This kitchen was smaller, meaning that this partial island or peninsula came out farther, and there was a much smaller entryway to get through here. We lengthened the kitchen to bring this down and give us a lot more room. Of course, a new window really helps. We exchanged, first of all, we have all new appliances, but where you see the refrigerator over here, there was a stove, and there was a partial wall here. We took the partial wall out, put the refrigerator in here instead of the stove. As Sue pans around and shows you where the stove, or the refrigerator used to be, you see a brand new stove, and this kind of opens up the whole corner here that was blocked by a big refrigerator before.
Plus we removed the soffits above, and we have indirect lighting up above.
Yes, we had, this was all enclosed up above, all around, and basically it looked very, very enclosed, and we wanted to open it up quite a bit. And Sue's put some decorations up there. She's got some lighting up there. It's a little hard to see during the daylight. We also have a pass-through over here that we had built so that we can pass through things to the formal dining room. And of course, what you're looking at is new cabinets, new countertops, new flooring. There were 4 types of floor in this main floor alone. And we've simplified it to just have the carpeting in the living room that you saw earlier, and this laminate flooring throughout the house, throughout this main floor area.
That's a cat door that you see going downstairs.
I cut a hole in the door for the cats. They seem to like it. We want to come this way. This is our powder room area. This area, the powder room actually had quite a bit of work. There were holes in the walls. We were lucky that the fixtures were in pretty decent shape, although the mirror is new. The actual toilet and sink were in there, and they worked out pretty good, and we put up a toilet topper. Again, it's sponge painted. This is a little brighter than the living room, but it actually turned out pretty well. And Sue's done some decorating. There's a new fan above, and really turned out pretty nice. Back into the foyer area, we're going to go this way into our formal dining room. So this area is somewhat done. You know, I think the wall to Sue's right is almost painted. We have to do some sponge painting, but these walls were in bad shape. We had to do a lot of repair work on the walls, and they're just about ready to finalize paint and be done with. Again, the laminate flooring is throughout this area. Sue's dining room set works out just beautifully in this area. And then if I can come on over here, I'll show you the pass-through. So that's right back into the kitchen. We're just waiting for a Thanksgiving dinner that we can pass through that little doorway there. So it worked out pretty well. This fixture that you see here is the only original fixture that we have left on the main floor. We thought it wasn't too bad. We might paint it, but otherwise it's probably okay. And we have the popcorn ceilings in this area. This one was not in too bad a shape. The ceilings throughout the rest of the main floor area were in pretty bad shape, so we took out all the popcorn and made them flat ceilings. This is now our little kitchen eating area, our dinette area, if you want to call it that. Again, we got new lighting fixtures. They're all in a family of lights. It just fits perfect with our little kitchen table here. And as we go this way, we end up, there's a great big sliding glass door to go outside. The deck is in bad shape. We hope to replace it next spring. But we have a really beautiful backyard, heavily wooded. We've done quite a bit of work trying to get the grass to grow back here. This house had 4 previous owners, and there was layer upon layer of decorative rock. So we rearranged the paving stones a little bit along this molded way here, and there's this beautiful area here with the bird bath that Sue has planted and just done a wonderful job. But as we've excavated rock to produce the grass that you might see below us, we've deposited that rock beyond the paving stones to actually produce an area that's going to eventually have all decorative rock. Now we do have a wildlife area beyond that. I don't know if you can see real well, but about, I don't know, 40, 50 yards out, maybe even not that far, there's a little area of wild area that will stay wild. And there's usually a lot of birds out here.
Yeah, great birds.
We probably scared a few of them away, but you'll see them to the left there where Sue has put up some bird feeders.
Oh, there's somebody right now. It's a woodpecker.
Is that a hairy?
I think that might be a hairy or a downy.
Yeah. So we love our backyard. We're hoping to replace this deck with a 4-season porch. As Sue comes around and shows you this area over here, there's a lot of work to be done over here. About this whole area, we'd like to expand the garage, which is the far area, pull that out to where there's paving stones, and then make this a whole 4-season porch. But we're actually surprised that we got as much done in half a year in the backyard as we thought. We didn't think we'd really get a whole lot done outside, and we're actually not doing too bad. We have 9 oak trees on the property, and they all need to be trimmed, so we're going to have somebody trim them in the winter. Once the leaves start falling, that's going to keep Sue and I busy for a few weeks. So,
There's some critters out in the back.
yeah, there's always
There's lots of chipmunks.
chipmunks and squirrels and you name it.
But it's really lovely.
Now the back of the house, you see again, you'll be able to see what a Dutch colonial looks like. From the side it kind of looks like a barn type shape, but the roof comes straight down on the sides here, so it has kind of a formal look to it, I think. The house actually from the outside is in pretty good shape. The siding, the roof, everything checked out pretty well. We're really happy with that. Again, the deck is in terrible shape. That'll have to be removed and hopefully a 4-season porch. And to Sue's right, we'd like to have a patio out there if we could. We're going to see how that works out. So come on back in. And the last couple rooms here on the main floor is this beautiful family room. Sue's got her bookshelves up. But basically this area is a nice cozy family room. And we'll talk a little bit about this fireplace. This fireplace was an ugly green tile fireplace with a wood burning insert in. We had the wood burning insert removed, and we now have a gas insert fireplace. And then Sue and I did quite a bit of work on this tile, this beautiful tile work. This was stuccoed, so we put up sheetrock, which is unfinished right now. We still have to mud and maybe tape and paint the sheetrock and put up a nice mantle. that's going to go over the front here, and hopefully a great big picture. And again, as you see, the lighting fixtures are all in the same family, so we have this beautiful fan. I'll turn on the fan here a little bit.
Oh no, you'd have to pull the switch.
Oh, all right, we'll leave that. But another one in the corner. We got the fireplace going there. I don't know if you can see that flame. So, you know, this room needs some paint. We still need the paint. We still need wood molding. But we're at the stage now where everything is pretty comfortably to live. There's going to be a lot of work left to do inside. So coming around the corner here, we're going to show you our mud room, which is a real luxury in Minnesota to have a mud room. So this is the second entrance into the house. And again, there's lots of work. You can see that the walls aren't even painted. In this area here, there used to be an outcrop, a shelf that came out from the other side and took up a lot of space in here, and we had that removed. So this is a flat wall now, and that made quite a bit of room for us. Now, again, a new window, and I don't know how much we want to show the garage, but we do have quite a big garage. It's easily a 2.5 car garage plus. And like I said, we'd like to extend the garage. We'd like to take the garage another 10 to 12 feet this way, so it would literally be a 4-car garage. But the garage is unfinished, but it's a big room. It could have a nice work area in it and all that kind of stuff. Plenty for us now, but we'd like to extend it and then attach the roof line to the 4-season porch in the back. We're not sure we're going to get there, but that's kind of the plan. So how about we head upstairs? We're coming up here to the 2nd story floor into the master bedroom. It's a very, very large master suite. Sue has done a pretty decent job decorating, but we really haven't done much to the upstairs, so all the paint you see is the original paint. We're going to replace the woodwork, take out the dark woodwork. But this room has 4 windows in it, this master bedroom, which is really a luxury. It worked out pretty well. So we do have plans for this whole master bathroom suite. We're going to basically close off this wall a little bit and have an entrance over here, and then basically have this open area. So it'll be a lot more open area. Take this wall out that leads into the toilet area and shower area. So it'll be an open master bedroom area. Put in a new shower, new toilet, new flooring, new ceiling. The whole thing's going to be brand new.
What's that air conditioner behind you, Ron?
Well, we found that actually this area gets kind of hot upstairs, so we installed a room air conditioner, and I'm really glad we did. Partly because we took all the vents out on the main floor, but the cold air doesn't get upstairs. So we're really loving our air conditioner. It worked out pretty good. Coming into one of the bedrooms here, this is the corner bedroom looking out onto our big circle. And again, this is a really nice room because we have 2 big windows in it, and these are brand new windows that we installed. So right now we're just using this as a sewing room. We have lots of space in the house. Sue's showing you the front yard that we came in from, and maybe you can see the retaining wall oval that we built. So, but it's, we love this space. The space is just a beautiful space. And as we get more into it, obviously all the rooms are going to be decorated, painted, woodwork's going to come out, so it's going to work out pretty well.
This one has a pretty nice closet, big closet in it too.
Big closet, yes. Coming into the third bedroom up here on this floor. This is a guest room, so we hope people will come and visit. We got plenty of room.
This also has a great view of the backyard. I don't know if you can see it.
Now these are a couple of the windows that we haven't replaced, and the reason we haven't replaced the windows in the back is because, as I mentioned, we plan to have work done on the bathrooms up here, and those windows will be replaced. So we were going to replace all the windows in the back of the house at the same time. We also, when we get to the second bathroom up here that we'll be showing you, we're thinking about extending this closet out a little bit and giving that bathroom more room. So as we turn the corner here, we'll be going into the other bathroom, and we'll show you. We want to give that a little more room. This is the second bathroom upstairs. It's a pretty normal bathroom. It's got a bathtub. It's a full bath with a bathtub and shower. And haven't done much to decorate it. It's not in terrible shape, but it will be completely redone. So the fixtures are pretty old and dated and not necessarily in the greatest of shape, but certainly usable. Then going into Sue's office, which is the fourth bedroom on this floor. It's another nice room with a window to the front yard. Sue's got this wonderful office desk, computer desk, where she can do a lot of stuff. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, it's a great office.
So now you've seen 2 of the 3 floors. Let's head down to the basement. Into our basement area is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 very large rooms. Many of them that have not had much done to them. We're not using a lot of the space right now. Sue's standing in what would be our second family room, this huge room. I don't know what it is, probably 22 by 12 or something. Nice long room. And on either side of here we have potential bedrooms or offices. And then as Sue comes around, she'll be walking into the laundry room. So an awful lot of space that we have.
Well, tell them about a new fireplace.
Yes, we just had installed this new gas fireplace box. This is not an insert, obviously. It's a freestanding fireplace. We're going to have a frame built around here and put ceramic tile and a mantle and all that. And you know, the ceiling's open now because they just got finished. But basically it's a brand new fireplace. So we'll have 2 brand new fireplaces here very shortly once we get done with some decorating. They're usable now, but they'll be a lot nicer when we get done. Coming into the laundry room area, we got a great big laundry room. Unfortunately, we're doing laundry, but we want to put a bathroom in here. We have a lot of room that's plumbed in for a bathroom, so we're going to have eventually 4 bathrooms in the house. We have 3 bathrooms now, 2 upstairs, 1 on the main floor, the powder room, and then we'll have a final one here. So we're not sure how this is going to work out, but there'll be an entrance. We'll finish off this area that Sue's showing to you, and then behind Sue is the furnace and the water heater and all that, and that's going to be kind of walled off so that you won't see that so much. We'll probably put in vertical blinds like we did in our other house. So it's going to turn out pretty nice. But it is a pretty big, spacious area for laundry and some storage. So coming back this way, we're going to walk over to my office, which again could be a 5th bedroom. This area actually has had quite a bit of work. There was some very dark paneling in here, and all of that has been removed. We've dry locked the walls for water coverage. Obviously, this is kind of my studio area. I have my drums and my stereo. Sue's had cable put throughout the house so I can run the music from the cable into my home theater and into the computer, and I can record. It's turned out to be really good. And then You can probably tell, you know, as we took the paneling down, the walls are unfinished. They're just basic sheetrock. But Sue insisted we put up some decorations. So here's our alpaca. Very nice wall covering, kind of comfort.
And it seems to match the...
Seems to match the unfinished wall. How about that? This is a clock that I bought at the swap shop in Fort Lauderdale back in the late 70s when I worked there as a manager, that my dad had, my mom and dad had on their wall in Port St. Lucie for 15 to 20 years. Well, even more than that, probably 25 years. So it's one of those mementos that, you know, I gave to mom and dad and it came back to me, and I'm just glad to have it. This is a little, not a little, but an actual pretty decent size closet that we're going to turn into a very nice closet for this potential bedroom. Right now it's just holding some seasonal clothes. So lots of work to do in here, but again, really good space. So anyways, this is where I spent a lot of my time, fortunately or unfortunately for Sue. Now we're going to go into, I guess, what is the last room that you haven't seen yet, and this is on the other side of this large basement family room we have here. And this is our cat area. And there's Buddy. He's watching out for critters. But this is another big area that we have that we could potentially put in an easement window and turn this into an official bedroom. Up here in Minnesota, to be considered a bedroom, you have to have access to the outside. So one of these windows, probably that window that Sue's looking at there, we would turn into an easement window, which would make it quite a bit larger so that you could exit this floor if you had to. But it's an excellent size room, another big size room. We haven't done anything to this room. The carpet's original, all that stuff will be replaced. And we have another great big closet back here that the cats are using for their bathroom. And this could also turn into a nice walk-in closet like the room that I'm using in my office. We have our electrical outlets there. So that's the basement area. Again, potential for 2 big bedrooms, walk-in closets, and another bathroom, along with a laundry area that we could fix up, finish off, and a family room with a fireplace. So eventually it's going to look great. Thank you so much for visiting the Miller household, 1234 Flicker Circle here in Eagan. Again, we've only been here, well, since April, so I don't know, 4 or 5 months, and we've owned the house since the end of January. Got a lot of work to do, but we appreciate you coming and hope you come back soon. I think Sue's going to show you a little bit more of the foyer area as we come out, but we really hope people come visit. That's the stairway going upstairs. That's the living room, and out the front entrance. And what you're seeing as Sue walks out the door is this beautiful circle that we have. We're having just a gorgeous day here. Like I said, this is Sunday, September 18th. And I think it probably will get about up to 75, and it's about 55 at night. And it hasn't got cold enough yet for the leaves to fall, so that's going to happen any day now. But we have pretty nice neighbors, and we just really enjoy the neighborhood. We're very close to shopping, expressways, church, school, all that kind of stuff. So, and we're certainly not done with landscaping here in the front, but again, we thank you so much for coming, and come visit us here in Minnesota. Bye.